CA Workload Automation DE, formerly dSeries, simplifies cross-enterprise workload automation through a single platform that is easy to use, install, and manage. Its object-oriented architecture reduces and simplifies scheduling definitions, allowing operations or application development teams to easily define schedules and calendars once and reuse them many times. During this demonstration, you will learn how to configure and schedule a forecast event. You can schedule forecast reports using events to save the output on the server for viewing later. When defining a forecast event, you can specify a list of users to notify by email when the forecast execution is complete. You can also grant permission to a list of users to view the report output. Here, we have already opened the Services perspective. From under the list of server connections displayed, we right-clicked Events and clicked Open. This opened the Events panel on the right. To start our demonstration, we will right-click in the listing and select New Forecast Event from the pop-up menu. Here we see the Properties tab of the New Forecast view. The event prefix defines a prefix for the event with a limit of up to 32 characters. Note that from Desktop Client Preferences, one can set up the default prefix as well. We will type in Schedmaster. The event name defines the name of the event. There is a character limit of 128. Note that the prefix and descriptive name uniquely identify the event on the system where it resides. Execution User is an optional field that specifies the execution user for the forecast event. The execution user can always view and delete the output of a forecast report. The field defaults to the name of the user defining the event. We will leave the default in this field. Priority specifies the event priority as an integer from 1, lowest priority, through 10, highest priority. When multiple events are eligible for execution at the same time, the server triggers the events in descending priority order. The field defaults to 5. We will leave this default entry as well. The Specify Calendar section specifies up to 2 calendars that are used to schedule the event. This section is optional. We will select for Calendar 1 now. The default here is the System Calendar. We will select this option. Forecast specifies the name of the forecast to run when the event triggers. The drop-down list displays the forecasts defined on the server. We'll select Forecast 24-hour. Next, we will select the Schedule tab to schedule the forecast report. Note that this is optional. Here, we will click Add Schedule and specify our scheduling criteria. If you are familiar with the scheduling terms, you can enter your scheduling criteria into the When field. If not, you can build and test your scheduling criteria by clicking on the ellipses. We will do that now. We can now enter our scheduling criteria into this window. We'll choose the Free Format Statement option and type in every 1 minute. Now we'll test how our criteria will function. Here we see that our event will run every minute. We will now click OK to accept our criteria. The When field is now populated with our scheduling criteria. Next, we will view the Results Options tab to review the options for our report. Note that specifying result options is not required. Here you can mention users who can read the results report. You can also mention the email address of the users who need the forecast report to be sent. A PDF forecast results report will be sent to email recipients. We will not specify result options at this time. We will now click the Save icon at the top right corner of the view. The server triggers the event and runs the forecast report at the scheduled dates and times. Now we will right-click on Forecasts from the Services perspective and click Open. All the report results generated are now displayed under their respective forecast report. Let's refresh the screen. The forecast report results have been generated under Forecast 24-hour. This is because we had previously defined the forecast sample event by selecting Forecast 24-hour. Let's go back to our Forecasts tab and select the most recent forecast result report. Note that if you have not already refreshed your screen, you must do so to ensure that you are retrieving the most recent forecast result report. A forecast report opens with all the jobs and future start and end times. It also lists whether the job is part of a sub-application and if it has any dependency in the home application. From here, you can export the data into a CSV file. You can also export the report into PDF, PowerPoint, Word, Excel, and PostScript formats. And you can also print the report. We will export the report as a PDF. To do so, we will leave the default option as PDF and save the report. The Save As dialog window appears. Here, we will rename the default file name and then click Save. On the Download Complete window, we will select the checkbox and click Close. This completes the demo on how to schedule a forecast report.